Hey, welcome to video number 4 in our 7 video recession rescue series and morning coffee and marketing. I'm your host, EFFarnell, and if this is the first one of these videos you are seeing, I'm uploading them all back to back. I was in Facebook jail, so I was not able to do them live. So I'm uploading them basically back to back, and I'm just recording them one right after the other and uploading them all. So make sure you go look for them. All right, so video 4. We've talked about the first category, which is how you get paid, and we said that the 3 ways to make sure that you keep getting paid are: number 1, to use find a third party to pay your fee, insurance companies, benefactors, etc. Number 2, find a way to use advertising for other businesses in order to offset some or all of the costs of your product or service. Number 3, find a way to add third-party financing. By the way, that works for small business, for small purchases and larger purchases. Obviously, it works better for larger purchases, but there's no reason why you can't do that on a purchase of a few $100s either. It's perfectly reasonable. You can do it. Not a $20 purchase. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be able to do something with a $5 or $10, $15 purchase, but you can definitely do something. You can definitely find financing sources for anything from a few $100 on up to, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So those are the ways that you make sure that you can keep a source of revenue coming in, that you can continue to make sales. The category 2 is who you're selling to. And only one video in this category, and it's very basic. It's very simple. You go after people who are affluent. The simple fact is that people who are affluent have assets. Right now, with the way that the Fed is dealing with this problem, with this economic catastrophe, the COVID recession. Pardon me. Okay. The way that the Fed is dealing with the COVID recession by printing a bunch of money, asset prices are going up. So if somebody is affluent to begin with and they have assets, they have stocks, they have bonds, they have gold, they have silver, they have land, the price of those assets is going up. That means that they are getting richer. Now, not every single asset is going up, and that's something that's probably a little more, that's not really appropriate to this video, but the stock indices are going up. Some stocks are actually getting hurt, and a few stocks are going up very dramatically, and that's dragging the indices up. But that's a little more, how do I want to say, that's a little more in-depth than we need to get in this particular video. So point is this, that if you go after people who are affluent, you go after people who have more money, they're going to have less problem paying for your fees, right? Makes sense. They are least and last affected, and the higher they are on the income ladder, on the net worth ladder, the higher they are on that ladder, the less affected they are by the recession. Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and Elon Musk are not worrying about the recession. I mean, they may be, because they want to still sell their products and services, but they're not worrying about how they're going to pay their bills. They are still buying whatever they want to buy and still going and doing whatever they want to do. But that's the deal. The higher you are on the income and net worth ladder, the less a recession like this affects you. So people who have no money are very affected by this recession. But people who have lots of money, I mean, people are saying, oh, well, food prices are going up. Do you think Jeff Bezos cares? Do you think Elon Musk cares how much a steak costs? If it was $250 for a steak at Walmart, would that bother them? They would still be buying the gourmet steak for $650 or $700. It doesn't matter to them. They're not affected. They can pay more, they're willing to pay more, and they're not affected by the recession. So if you're going to continue to sell just with a regular, we're going to go out, we're going to provide some services, and we're going to ask for a check or a credit card number at the end of that process, or at the beginning of the process, or whatever, then you're going to need to go after more affluent people. Now, got my list. A couple things you're going to want to do when you go after more affluent people. You're not just going to want to go to them with the same product. You want to add some bells and whistles, add a premium version, right? So you want to add some luxury ideas to it. You want to add a premium version to it. You want to add something, you want to add something that strokes their ego a little bit, right? It's the truth. People who make a lot of money like to be acknowledged. So, I mean, look, they're called bastards in so many places in the economy and in our world that can you really blame them for wanting to have a little bit of acknowledgement? I don't. But so anyway, that's one thing that you want to do is add some bells and whistles, add a premium version, and one thing I would add. This is more marketing in general, but I'd add a red herring offer, right? Lots of times when money doesn't matter to people, the way that they part of the way that they make their decisions is just based off what they're looking at, right? They're just in a category. So let's say you have a widget, and your regular widget is $10, and your deluxe widget is $50. Well, the affluent person doesn't give a shit about the $50 or about the $10. It's $1,000 or it's $5,000, right? The affluent person doesn't care about the difference between the $1,000 and the $5,000, but they also don't want to be taken advantage of. So they're going, is the premium version worth it? Well, if you put a red herring in there and say that the whiz-bang, super-duper, best widget ever created and lifetime guarantee and blah, 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 and that's just $12,000. Well, that makes the $5,000 option seem reasonable, right? And now that's not a tactic that only works dealing with affluent buyers. That's a tactic that works with everybody. It's a tried and true sound tactic. The cool thing is with the affluent buyers, you might actually sell a couple of the $12,000 widgets, which is always nice. So make sure you can provide them. But it will, if you're selling something that an affluent person is not a stupid money category for an affluent person, right? So stupid money is something where money is no object at all. Most affluent people, money is not an object. Well, it's not an object in the idea that they don't have it, but they also don't want to be taken advantage of. So by adding in that red herring offer, you will actually give them the ability to within themselves. Now, like I said, if it's stupid money, if it's a hobby, if it's a stupid money category, don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, just push the price higher anyway, because money doesn't matter at all. But something else, you want to make sure that you give them the emotional out so that they don't feel like they're being taken advantage of. You want to make sure you give them the emotional out so that they can make a decision to purchase without feeling, I don't want to say feeling stupid, but feeling like they were taken advantage of. Nobody likes that feeling. So go after a more affluent client. Add more bells and whistles to your to your deliverables. Add a premium version to your deliverables, and put in a red herring offer at a stupid price. And you will find it will become easier to sell. Not only will it be easier to sell, but you actually will sell just as much through your revenue. Your units moved might reduce, but your revenue will stay similar as long as you do a good job going after the prospects. So we'll see you next time. Bye.